Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Now, y'all got to forgive me because, like I done told you before, when I'm in a hotel, I can't talk that loud because the walls paper thin. But, something I'm sitting here thinking about. It is so much more to life than just working a job, living for the Joneses, living for other people. We gotta get to a place, to a point to where we start to understand our purpose, and we come to a place to where we start to understand what we are here for. And when you start to live your purpose, you could be working a job, you could be doing something else, you can be keeping up with the Joneses, but when you start to live your purpose and you start to do things that are impactful, nothing else compares. Like just making a check, just getting a check, it does not compare to doing something that moves the story forward, doing something that changes the narrative. And so when we going into this 2023, I want to challenge you. First, I want to challenge you to join us in class Saturday, because one of the things you cannot do is you cannot get ahead in life and you cannot change your life if you're unwilling to invest in yourself. And that's one of the things is that I've found is that so many people want something for nothing, meaning don't want to put in the time, the energy, the effort, the money, the sacrifice, the dedication, the commitment, but yet wants life to change. And one thing I've learned is that when I started to invest the time, the energy, the effort, the money, when I started to invest in me, that became my greatest return in life. The return on the investment in yourself is far, far greater than any return you will receive on the stock market. I can guarantee you that. Because when you invest in you, it's not just about money. It's not just about what you get back monetarily. It's what you get back spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. Across the board is life changing. But I want to challenge you to do something. And we're going to talk about this in class too. But I want you to find something or somewhere, somehow, to live your purpose. And it has been said that purpose is rooted in service. So, in order to live your purpose, essentially, you just got to find somewhere to serve. And if you are a believer, then you understand that you should be serving in the name of Christ to represent Christ and the body of Christ and to bring people to the belief system, because that is where we understand our salvation is. And that's very important. But in serving, it's less about what you say, meaning you saying Lord, Lord, Jesus, Jesus, and more about what you show and what you do. So when you go and you get out of your way, you get out your own way, and you get over yourself, and you find an area to serve, in that you start to show the love of Christ and you start to live in your purpose. So when you go and you go to the girls club and you do a session on etiquette, you do a session on hygiene, you do a session on investing, a session on budgeting. When you go and you you print out your own flyers out of your pocket, or if you raise funds, if you start a foundation or a charity of some sort, and you go to Fiverr and you get a flyer made, and then you go to Kinko's or you go to Vistaprint and you print out 100 of those, and you go door to door in the neighborhood where the community center is, and you knock on the door and you hand them that flyer, and you invite them to your investing class, to your credit class, to your savings class, to your entrepreneurship class, to your healing from trauma class. And you say, hey, I'm doing a free class on Saturday. This Saturday is at 10 a.m. Or you may come to the point to where the class is $10 because you want to know that people are serious. And based on the area, you may say it's $5. You may make it $1. Or you may say it's a love offering. If you have nothing, just show up. And if you're able, then you can just give a love offering, and that's going to help us towards the snacks and the drinks and being able to rent that room at the community center in the future. There you have it. And you do this one Saturday of every month. And I'm charging you with this. I'm charging you with this to go in your community, go where you from, go where you live, and you put this together. Some sort of something like this. It doesn't have to be one of these things. It needs to be something that you know something about, something that has changed your life, and something that you want more people to know about it because you feel it'll help change their life. It could be, hey, bring your daughters ages 12 to 16, ages 16 to 18, or bring your sons ages such and such to such and such. And you may have several expertises, so you can do a different class every month, and you inviting the people and you having them come out to get this knowledge. It's not about money. You may make no money. Some people may bless you. It may not be enough to even pay a bill, but you will see and you will hear lives start to change, and then you will realize you're operating in your purpose. So no matter how drained you are from your job, no matter how drained you are from your kids or from your relationship, when you take and you give of yourself, and you give even when you don't feel like you have anything to give, but you give of yourself and you serve, God gonna take care of you. He gonna make sure you good. God gonna make sure you good. Even if the people not making sure you good, God gonna make sure you good. Because that is purpose on this earth. That is your purpose on this earth. And it may not be talking. You may say, hey, I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. Well, it may be taking your tax return in January or February, going online and typing in wholesale blankets. And you might order 10 blankets wholesale. You could go on Alibaba, ALIBABA.com. Just rewind the video. People be in the comments, Tony, can you spell that again? You know you can rewind the video. ALIBABA.com. You could go to Alibaba, type in wholesale blankets or blankets, because everything is wholesale on Alibaba, and you will find a manufacturer right there, and it'll say $1 a piece, and you order 100 blankets. If you got it, you order 1,000 blankets, and you go down to the homeless community, in whatever city you got access to, and you passing out those blankets. Do it yourself if you ain't got a friend or a family member. You ain't talking. But you passing that out. You may go and say, okay, it's some homeless people, but I've done my research on my computer, and there's a foundation that gets homeless people temp jobs, doing labor work, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna talk to the homeless, and I'm gonna see who wanna go work with this organization, who wants to go. They'll house you, they will put you on the job, they have you on it for 6 months to a year, they helping you save, they helping you start a bank account. There may be a foundation that does that right in your county. And if there's not one, and you feel like you got the business acumen to do it, then you could start it. And you can go and partner with the temp jobs that you used to work for, the company that does the staffing for the temp jobs. And you can make an alliance with them and say, hey, I'm gonna get the homeless who want to work, and we're gonna have them doing this, and I'm helping them start a bank account. When they get paid, my foundation is sponsoring them, so their check need to come to us. We're gonna put a portion in their bank account, and we're gonna give them a portion. And we partnering with this rooming house or this motel, and we're paying them directly out of their check, so that the money isn't squandered on drugs or whatever else that could have made them homeless. So we showing them how to budget. We paying for the motel. It's $40 a week or $40 a night. They working 8 to 12 hours a day. So now your nonprofit, you done took and made the alliance with the temp company. You done made the alliance with the Roach Motel. Yeah, that's what. Hey, it's better than sleeping on the street. And you setting this thing up. You got it to where basically you they manager, and the check coming to your company, and your company is a non-profit, so you ain't paying taxes to the government anyways, so you just managing it. And then you raise money from the doctors, from the lawyers, from successful people in your city, anybody who got a passion for helping and they want to see the world change, and they donate thousands and thousands of dollars. And that's helping you get your 15 passenger van. That helps you get your office space. That helps you pay yourself $40,000 a year so you could do this full time. You go in the city and you get 10 doctors in your city to commit to a $5,000 investment or a $10,000 investment. You go to the game. If you got a sports team in your city, you go to the signing where they signing autographs. You pay for that level of a ticket just so you can meet that athlete and put your business card in his or her hand. You DM the athletes in your city. You DM them on Instagram. Tell them what you're doing. Give them your website. Tell them what you're passionate about. See, if they don't want to get no money, ask them if they want to come help hand out the food, help hand out the blankets. They might be doing it just for PR, but that don't matter. You don't worry about their motives. You just trying to connect the dots. This what your 2023 got to be. You got to find a way to get some stripes in heaven. Metaphorically speaking, we know that. You got to find a way. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm in this hotel and I'm serving. I'm serving. Serving for no praise. Serving for no clout. Serving for no money. I'm serving. Because it's a demographic that I feel needs guidance, needs help. And the Lord will continue to show me different demographics. I did a casting on Instagram looking for a director of a nonprofit. Young lady reached out. She close to me. She a police officer. Her major is studying the demographic that I want to serve. Tell me that ain't God. Tell me that ain't God. So we're going to work and we're going to identify different initiatives that we can start in the community to have a direct impact, and trust God to do the rest. Trust God to get us the donations that we need. Trust God to bring the people. I got a 501c3, so the donations will be tax deductible. So I could ask the millionaires, I can ask the billionaires, I can ask the thousandaires, and that's what we're gonna do. If you ever get to a place and you say, listen, man, I need somewhere to donate, then just send me an email at support@tonygasson.com, and I'll give you the information. And then you're gonna see the work that we're doing too. And if we ever doing something that's gonna take a village and you free, then you could come out and serve. But I started to realize life is about serving. It's about purpose. And we don't understand that. We just living to die. We working to pay bills. When we got to find something that takes us above and beyond, that takes us out of our comfort zone, that puts us in that space that sometimes we ask ourselves, why am I doing this? Why am I serving these people that don't care, that don't appreciate, that don't know how to appreciate? Why am I doing this for no money, or for very little money, or for no praise? Why am I doing this? You doing it because that's what you was put here to do, and that's why you got to do it. So listen, join us in class Saturday. That's something that is the business. It's business. It's the business end. I ain't make it free because I don't want a bunch of riff-raff on there. I don't want no culture vultures. I don't want no jockers and stealers and plagiarizers. I want people that want to get better, that want to grow, that's serious about their life. So it's TonyGassonsAcademy.com. You'll see it. It say 2023. I got a video describing it, and I'm on the road serving till the day before. So I'll be getting things together the day before when I get home, getting the links to you and stuff. But we going in. And we gonna do the thing. We're gonna do the thing and make it happen. And so I'm looking forward to working with you. And I'm hoping that I can inspire you to start putting some things together and to start doing some work. Getting out there and hitting the pavement. And listen, it ain't got to be big. It just need to be something. You might only go afford one blanket. Go get that blanket to somebody sleeping on the ground. They might already have a blanket. Just stack it on top of the blanket they got. Or ask them, do they know somebody that ain't got no blanket? And be a blessing. You might can only do one blanket a month. Do something. Do something. You don't never know how it's going to come back to you. You don't never know what that's going to do for that person's life. You don't never know. But you got to do something. And don't do it for the cameras. Don't do it for the praise. It's okay to share it to inspire other people to get out and do something. But don't do it for nothing other than for purpose. Serving your purpose. Hey, this is Tony Gasson. God bless you. I'll see you in class Saturday. We'll talk soon.